Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news when it comes to the NFL offseason buzz. Few stories are heating up quite like the whispers surrounding a potential blockbuster trade between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. And no, we're not talking about just any player, but a top-tier offensive lineman who could fundamentally reshape the Packers' offensive line and their entire championship outlook. That player is Penei Sewell. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Is this really happening? Could Sewell end up in Green Bay? Well, the rumors are gaining traction, and while nothing's official yet, the signs are pointing toward a very intriguing possibility that might just turn the NFC North upside down. Let's start by setting the stage. The Detroit Lions, fresh off an 11-6 season in 2025, fell short in the playoffs, losing in the wild card round. Still, this team showed flashes of brilliance, especially on offense, but their offensive line, while decent, isn't exactly impenetrable. The Lions are in a bit of a rebuild mode, especially on their roster's younger side. According to reports from sources close to the situation, Detroit is actively seeking to bolster their youth and talent on the offensive line and in their secondary with an eye towards sustaining success and possibly making a deeper playoff run next year. They're looking at the big picture, and that means trading away some of their stars to acquire draft capital and proven talent. And that's where Penei Sewell comes into play. Sewell, 25, has established himself as one of the premier offensive tackles in the league. Since entering the NFL in 2021, he's been a cornerstone for the Lions' offensive line, anchoring their protection with a PFF overall grade of 92.7, which is elite by any standard. He's allowed only an average of 1/8 sacks per season, which is remarkable given the high level of defensive pressure the NFL brings. His run-blocking grade is a stellar 88.9, and in 2025, he allowed just 1 sack, a testament to his consistency and durability. In fact, Sewell has 0 injuries so far in 2025, which adds to his value as a reliable, durable asset. His physical profile is impressive with a blazing 4.52-second 40-yard dash and a dominant run-block win rate of 87%, leading the league in that category according to next-gen stats. Sewell is the kind of player who can dominate at the line of scrimmage, opening lanes for the run game, and providing Jordan Love with the protection he needs to make big throws downfield. Now, why would the Lions be willing to part ways with Sewell? Well, their financial flexibility is one reason. They have around $14 million in cap space after Goff's extension, and they're looking to allocate resources elsewhere. Detroit needs to address their cornerback and defensive line positions, especially considering they allowed 26 points per game in 2025. Giving up Sewell makes sense if they can get high draft picks in return, something like a first-round pick in 2027 and a third-rounder in 2028. These picks could be used to rebuild their secondary and front seven, which struggled at times last season. For the Packers, this potential trade could be a game-changer. With a cap space of around $25 million, Green Bay would be in a strong position to acquire Sewell and even improve their overall roster. The idea is to elevate Zach Tom, who performed well in 2025 with a PFF grade of 76.4, but still allowed 2.5 sacks. Sewell's presence would drastically reduce sacks on Jordan Love, potentially cutting them by around 45%. This would give Love more time to execute deep throws, allowing the offense to flourish and take the next step towards Super Bowl contention. Let's talk specifics about what Sewell would bring to the Packers. His elite pass blocking, with a pass block win rate of 91%, would give Jordan Love the confidence to attack downfield without constantly looking over his shoulder. His run blocking, with a grade of 89.4, would open up lanes for Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon, boosting the run game's efficiency by roughly 11%. A line anchored by Sewell and Bakhtiari would be virtually unstoppable, giving Love the protection he needs to hit those big game-changing throws. And considering Sewell's performance in 2025, with only 1 sack allowed and a 93.1 grade from PFF, it's clear that he's among the best at his position. From a strategic standpoint, this move makes a lot of sense for the Packers. Sewell's presence would not only improve the pass protection but also elevate the entire offensive scheme. With Sewell protecting Love's blind side, Green Bay's offense could be more aggressive, confident in their ability to extend drives and put points on the board. Plus, the addition of such a high-caliber player sends a message across the league that the Packers are serious about competing now, not just rebuilding. It's a move that could accelerate their timeline, especially considering the importance of protecting a young franchise quarterback like Jordan Love. Looking at the broader picture, this potential trade also has significant playoff implications. According to odds from NFL.com, the Packers' chances of winning the Super Bowl could jump from +500 to around +200 if they land Sewell. That's a significant increase, and it highlights just how much a player of his caliber can influence the odds. Sewell's ability to shut down elite pass rushers, combined with his run-blocking prowess, could be the missing piece that pushes Green Bay into the top tier of contenders. It's about protecting the franchise QB, yes, but also about establishing a dominant, balanced offense that can compete with the best. And let's not forget the history and legacy of Sewell. Since entering the league, he's been an anchor, a wall at right tackle, and a player who embodies toughness, consistency, and elite talent. His 0 injuries in 2025 show his durability, and his impressive athletic profile suggests he's only getting better. For the Packers, landing Sewell would be a statement move, a clear sign that they're serious about contending for a Super Bowl again and building a dominant offensive line that can sustain success for years to come. It would also send a message to the rest of the NFC North that Green Bay is back in the game, ready to challenge and potentially dominate the division once more. Now, of course, this is all speculation for now. The NFL offseason is a whirlwind, and deals like this are complex, involving negotiations, team priorities, and strategic considerations. But the signs are pointing toward a real possibility, and if the Packers can pull it off, it could be one of the most significant moves of the offseason. This trade, if it happens, would not only reshape the offensive line but could also redefine the Packers' entire championship window. It's about making bold moves, investing in the present, and setting up a future where Green Bay remains a force to be reckoned with. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Green Bay Packers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. So what do you think, Packers fans? Could this be the move that takes us back to the Super Bowl? Are you excited about the possibility of Sewell protecting Jordan Love and transforming our offense? Do you believe Detroit would really trade their star tackle, especially considering their rebuild plans? These are questions that only time will answer, but one thing is for sure, the potential is huge. Sewell's addition would be a statement of intent, a signal to the rest of the league that the Packers are ready to contend in 2026 and beyond. As we look ahead to the upcoming season, the focus will be on how the front office manages these discussions and whether they can secure Sewell without giving up too much. Every Packers fan should be watching closely because this could be one of those offseason moves that define a decade. The balance of power in the NFC North, the playoff landscape, and even the entire NFC could shift dramatically depending on how this situation unfolds. The NFL is a league of what-ifs, but sometimes those what-ifs turn into reality, and when they do, they change everything. And now, Green Bay Packers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Green Bay Packers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Green Bay Packers news. Together, we're building a community of passionate fans, ready to celebrate every victory and analyze every move. Let's keep the faith and keep the hope alive because, if this trade happens, the future looks brighter than ever for the Green Bay Packers.